With us this morning is Elsa Cordeiro. Hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Elsa Maria Simas Cordeiro is member of the Social Democratic Party in Portugal, and she's going to talk to us today about how Portugal can use the power of art and culture in its economic growth. And also Gracia Mota, a member of the Portuguese Parliament, who's also going to join her to talk about art and culture in promoting global peace. Could you call? And you are Mota. Yeah, both of you. That's what I said. Please. Yeah, and you are you, because both of you are going to talk about art. You sit here and she's going to talk. The floor is yours.
Yes.
Sound for your presentation.
No. Good morning for all. Sorry my delay, but we are in another appointment with DCE. First, I want to thank to ICD for this invitation. And my presentation is about the potential of Portugal and how can the Portuguese people can use this potential to grow and resolve its problems. And this is a big challenge for the Portuguese in this time. First, I want to say something about what is culture. Culture, as it is now, has several meanings. In a broad sense, it encompasses all the activities, strategies, and ways of life of a population, daily practices, productive activities, and leisure. The relationship with land and the climate, values, beliefs, traditions, and customs, heritage, testimonies of genius and creativity in history and the present. Another meaning of culture in this strict sense is what which refers to the cultural sector and what is called intangible heritage, cultural landscape, historic buildings, movable and documentary heritage, and finally, literature, theater, dance, architecture, design, etc., etc. So culture requires a multifaceted approach that is simultaneously political, social, and economic. Political because it is within culture that ideas and movements that change societies are developed. Social because culture is how people find their identity, and through dialogue and mutual knowledge discover the guarantee and shared values that cement group cohesion and feeling of belonging. Economic because culture and creative activities are the primary source of creative innovation and has become essential to production capacity and competitiveness. In conclusion, increasing culture is a fundamental part of the development and definition of economic, social, technological, and educational activities that aim to simulate the production of creative content, which represents today a crucial factor for producing health. Now I'm going to speak about what culture have with economy, what economy have with the culture. The ability of talk about my country. The ability for Portugal to compete and prosper in the global economy is presently no longer based on natural resource and physical capital as it was in the past, but increasingly of human creativity and the country's ability to attract, retain, and provide for expression by creative people. Culture promotes the enrichment of civilizations and the improvement of standards of knowledge, and it can be said that culture contributes decisively to expanding employability by providing ideas, knowledge, skills for every person engaged in the labor market into every young person intends to enter for the first time, like us, yours. In a market of goods and services which is becoming increasingly competitive, competitiveness is primarily guaranteed by differentiation and quality of those goods and services. The potential of the material and immaterial heritage of Portugal is different from that of other countries in Europe and the world, which make it more attractive. This heritage must be used in the job creation, in projecting the country's image abroad, which in turn causes economic growth. Heritage and territory. Cultural activities that generally else are historically focused in major urban centers, and Portugal is no exception to this rule. In this sense, increasing globalization requires the upgrading and promotion of heritage as competitive factors, building development models and activities that will attract people. Culture and tourism, because I think it's very important, the tourism, cultural tourism. The link between culture and tourism is another very visible aspect of the contribution of culture to development of a territory. And in Portugal, whose tourist industry is one of these main sources of health, therefore a priority. The European continent has the highest density of cultural heritage. Of the 812 UNESCO World Heritage Design sites, 300 are located in Europe and 14 in Portugal. You see, in the small country like mine, 14 is very, very much UNESCO World Heritage. The effort of restoration and preservation of heritage, both in Portugal and Europe, has been an excellent investment, contributing to an attractive offer of cultural diversity and to development of supporting infrastructures. Of course, Portuguese tourists will inevitably need a more cultural vocation to face more extensive and diverse sun and beach tourism in exotic territories outside the European continent. Now, yesterday I talked with another person worrying to speak with you, and I speak about something what the potential of Portuguese language who is come today. History has shown us that the value of a given language is not fixed, and that there are variables such as science, technology, economy, culture, society, which determine their present and their future. Today, Portuguese is spoken on 5 continents, and the 250 million Portuguese speakers represent about 3.7% of the world population and hold about 4% of total health. The 8 countries of Portuguese official language occupy an area of approximately 10.8 million square kilometers, representing 7.25% of the land surface of the Earth. In conclusion, the Portuguese language is valued mainly due to the number of mother tongue speakers. The number of Portuguese-speaking countries is present and grows on the internet and the Wikipedia, in the culture, especially in terms of translate documents produced in the other languages, and more recently in the science, with strong growth in the production of articles and journals. Today, in face of globalization, territories compete directly with each other with their reputation, notoriety, and prestige, attracting new residents, visitors, and national and international public. National and international projections of a particular territory usually depends on a number of factors that loom large in its history. Its traditional products, its institutions, its natural and built heritage, but these values have to be further appreciated with more focus on their cultural potential. So we know how to enjoy and explore opportunities in time of crisis. Thank you very much.